Okay, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for your patience. And there we go. Both servers are online. Excellent. So here's the link to the site again that I'm going to read this walkthrough from, and then we're going to go to the good ending. Of course, I'm going to read through anything that it's not familiar to me, but the chance is pretty good at going through every single thing, just what the combination is. So, the key clues that the Ultimate Dream World has given me was be confident, be trusting, and be the most selfless person you can be in this route. So chapter 1, that's just the beginning. That one doesn't matter too much. Then chapter 2 doesn't matter, that's selecting the route. Chapter 3, remove his hand, I'm fine, and check. Alright, so let us start again. Oh, yep, I knew it. It's gonna crash. It's gonna crash. Yeah, my game's gonna crash. Yep, it crashed. Go back. Go back. Yeah, it crashed. Oof. That's the problem with Ren'Py. Like, Ren'Py, it crashes so easily. And especially, like, now that I have, yeah, you know, I gotta check this out. I have Catalina. It's just getting even more temperamental. And it's, this game is considered, what's we call it? A 32-bit game. So, and apparently Catalina just stopped the ability of running those games. So there's that. Oh yeah, this game has just been, it's been a trial, let me tell you. Okay, so I've got the early parts pretty easily. So remove his hand, I'm fine, and check. I did those ones. Behind the wooden crates, I did that. Explain, I did that. And play along. Then, okay. You shouldn't have come here. We have to go back now. And so you shouldn't have come here, cry, and stay. Stay with him. And yeah, Parfait's potion was the correct one for chapter 6. So I was right there. Then say something. Chapter 6. Chapter 7 is decline. I need you to be back. And the correct answer. So chapter 8. I was correct there. With I will need your help and a shield, but I was wrong with staying silent. You actually didn't say something there. So that's where I went wrong. Chapter 9, I was correct with I will not leave you behind and I know, but I was wrong with running with attack. Okay, so I was wrong. I was only wrong on 4 answers. That's actually not bad. So here's what we're gonna do instead. So we're gonna roll back to chapter 6, around where it said say something. No, wait, no. We'll roll back to chapter... No. We'll roll back to chapter... Yeah, we'll roll back to chapter 6. Yeah, we'll roll back to chapter 6. And then we'll go from there. So, because I feel like the early part, I know I did it correctly. So, we'll go back to say something. Chapter 6. So, say something. Okay, I declined here. That one I knew was correct. And that was a pretty epic scene, not gonna lie. Oof. Goodness. Okay, I knew you'd come back. I knew you'd come back. I knew that was it. Then I'm fast forwarding as much as possible. Okay. The pausing. All right. So, I was correct with I will need your help and a shield. Alright. Give this man a shield. I'm sorry. I am such a nerd. I have to say it though. Okay. Okay, so I will not leave you behind, because she is that stubborn. What happened to the music? Let me see. Okay, the stream's still on, which is good. That's taking forever. So this was saying something. Okay, I was wrong here. So that was when she was honest about her worries. Okay, I was right. I was right the first time, so I was right. Because like she's not the type to stay silent. Really, she really isn't. It's very active. Then I will not leave you behind because she is that stubborn. I don't know what's going on with the music at all, but hey, I think the game broke. Game definitely broke. I know. And finally, let us get to the final portion of this thing. Okay, I don't know if I went far back or I have to start from the very beginning, but let's see. So this one, you actually have to go towards Waltz. I rush toward him. Let him go! What's her music? Oh, it's still going. I just can't hear it. Okay. Alright, no problem. Lucette, no, it's not safe. Mother, please don't hurt him. Mother looks at me, and then to Waltz. Her lips slowly curl into a wicked grin. So this is what your relationship has become. My heart is in my throat as I draw closer to where they are. Let him go. I'll do anything, just let him go. Anything? Mother's voice is terrible and sweet, her tone filled with poison. I cannot bring myself to look at her. Instead, I keep my eyes firmly focused on Waltz. When Waltz speaks my name, it's in the soft voice that I've come to love so dearly. You said, if you wish so much as to save him, then you must return what you have taken from me. The crystalline tenebrarum. And then you'll become a sweet, obedient daughter once more. Only then will I let Waltz go. Waltz's eyes begin to dim and I can see the hope draining out of him. I'm sorry, Waltz, but I can't lose you too. Okay, I've gone through this dialogue before. Please tell me. It's also actually to the space bar. Okay. Okay, epic shield. The shield. Give this girl a shield. Okay. Oh, this is different. This is different. Hold on. Hold on. This is different, guys. This is different. Okay, here we go. There must be something else I can do besides submit to Mother. I need to find a way to protect Waltz and save Angielle from her. Yes! I did the correct ending! So I was correct earlier! I was right earlier! Oh my god, I've gotten better at this game. Yes! I was just wrong on 3 decisions at the end of the story. That was all I needed. What? I actually could have got this without a walkthrough. I can't believe this. It was just the last 3 decisions. Dang! Anyway. I need to find a way to protect Waltz and save Angielle from her. I clasped my hands together in a silent prayer. Father, please guide me. I take a deep breath, and with renewed determination, push open the doors. Chapter 10, The Brightest Star! Yes! 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 Oh my god! I'm saving this right here. Oh my god! Yo, I've been playing this game for 2 years! 2 years! Oh my god! I need water. Just give me like 2 minutes. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I just can't believe they just took like something that simple to get it right. Oh my god, what? What? Okay, there we go. Alright, the sound was getting weird. 1 second. My headphones... It's showing that the music's still going, but I can't tell what's going on. I really need a new streaming computer, that's for sure. Oh my gosh. Like, I really need it. I'm having sound issues. I'm having so many sound issues. I don't know about you guys, but I am having so many sound issues. It's getting ridiculous now. Yes, I like citrus in my water, so. Ah, that's so much better. Okay. Ah! My thing is being so stubborn. Yes. Let me get sound, dang it. I might have to restart the game. Just give me one. Hello? Oh? Okay, okay, now I'm getting sound. Okay. I've been trying to fix the sound. It worked for a second, but yeah. Plans that I'm thinking of doing for like future playthroughs after this is done. I think I mentioned earlier, I was thinking of doing Purchase Hands of Time for my future playthrough. I was thinking of doing, what do we call it? Finishing that up, obviously. I'm also going to finish up Jotun Valhalla Edition, but I actually know Norse mythology now, as well as what the runes. There we go! Yes! Thank you! Alright. I'm also thinking of doing a replay of Jotun Valhalla Edition, especially now that I actually know Norse mythology. And the funniest thing is that I actually had a book of Norse mythology, like a section of Norse mythology in my mythology book. So I could have easily just looked it up like right afterwards, but I didn't. So now that I know Norse mythology, I will be able to talk about it while I'm playing the game in context. So that's pretty good. And I actually become my thesis for like my theology major as well, for all I know. So let me know. Want me to check it out again. And then another game that I'm thinking of playing is that a week ago, an indie rock band released a song based on the video game Parasite Eve. So I'm gonna open that up. I'm gonna open that playthrough up with Parasite Eve, the song, and then follow it up with Parasite Eve, the game. The song will be a YouTube exclusive, so if you want to check that out, please do so. And then right after that, it would be a simulcast on YouTube and Twitch that will cover Parasite Eve, the game. Now, Parasite Eve would be the first M-rated game in my on my channel, because everything up until this point I've made sure it did not go past T. But I felt like I've been wanting to play this game for a while with you. And I think this time is the time to do so. Now, Parasite Eve, while it's very, very fantastical in nature, it does touch on very real issues, not limited to, but including, in some ways, the roles of women, bioterrorism, the NYPD, especially the fact that the main character is a rookie in the NYPD, and of course some disturbing imagery. So if you feel like the game is going to be a bit too close to home, I totally understand. It actually took me a while to get the courage to actually start playing the Trauma Center series again, because I initially got the game as a way to kind of relieve pandemic stress and feel as if I'm fighting back. But then, as I tried to go past the first few levels, it just kept a constant reminder of what was going on outside. As a result, it wasn't a stress reliever anymore. It was just adding more stress. So I had to take a break. And thankfully, I found copies of my Kingdom Hearts games. So that's what I've mainly been playing up until this point. And it's only been in the last month or so that I finally got the courage to play it again personally. So if you feel like it's right now, even now that it still feels too close to home, that's totally understandable. But I've been wanting to play it for a while. I've played it personally. I managed to get the PS1 emulator working, because there is a special step that you have to do for multi-disc games, like Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy VII, and Parasite Eve. Parasite Eve has 2 discs. And it's a Square Enix game. For those who are familiar with Square Enix games, especially the more RPG-related games or turn-based games like Final Fantasy, Parasite Eve is definitely up your alley. It's a little different because it's much grittier and it's much more, well, as realistic as you can get for a Square Enix game, but still, it's more on the realistic end. So it's kind of surprising that Parasite Eve has not picked up that much in the US, especially it's very US based. But on the other hand, though, considering how niche the game feels, especially how very New York heavy it is, all the more reason why I could see why it didn't pick up, especially the timing that it happened. That game came out 4 years before 9/11, so I'm not surprised that it took a hit because of that. But anyway, I got the game working again, so let's go ahead and do our finale, The Brightest Star. After 2 years of playing, Cinderella Phenomenon is officially coming to an end. First is this playthrough, and then Cinderella Phenomenon Evermore, coming out November 27th. Let's go ahead and watch this finale. When I enter the room, Mother was the first person I see. She's sitting so regally on the throne. But as I draw closer, I notice how pale she has become since I last saw her. My gaze shifts to Waltz, who is kneeling beside her like a loyal servant, a rope of light binding him in place. Waltz! Lucette, you shouldn't have come here. Mother flicks her wrist, tightening Waltz's bounds. Hush now. My mind is racing as I desperately try to conjure a plan. If Waltz is yet to escape, it must be because his bindings are stopping him from using his magic. If I could just break Mother's concentration, perhaps I can free him. But how do I do that? A terrible pain travels through my chest and makes my heart throb. I put a hand in my chest and grimace. It feels as if some part of me has suddenly been severed. This feeling. Could it be that the shield that I built around this palace has been destroyed? Oh? It seems like we have visitors. Visitors? Oh, stop! Here we go. You know when Delora and Parfait show up, you know some serious stuff's about to go down. The door flies open and Parfait suddenly walks in, face stern. Delora strides in beside her. Why are you here? Everyone outside is safe. Whoops, Parfait. Is safe. Garwin, Julian, and Karma are doing their best to evacuate them to their homes. They will be safer there. And then there's you. You did a very foolish thing straying in here on your own. Ah, how sad. I expected there to be more reinforcements, but it's just you two. You don't need an army to stop you, Hildur. Mother's lips curl into a tight frown. Bold words. But I remind you that I am the one with the hostage. If I see any one of you move a finger, I will end this boy's life. Mother turns to me once again and snickers. And I'm pretty sure my daughter here wouldn't like that, would you, love? My eyes meet Waltz's. He shakes his head at me, eyes gleaming with insistence. No doubt he'd want me to put myself over him, but I came here to save him. No matter how much I try to think myself out of this, it seems impossible. In the end, I'm still weak. I'm still useless. Now, where were we? Lucette, don't do what she says! The rest of Delora's words become muffled when Mother flicks her wrist and causes a glass wall to rise between us. Hildur! Delora's voice sounds as if it's echoing from far away. Quiet. Parfait holds up her hand and magic begins to sparkle at her fingertips. Before she can form any sort of spell, Mother twirls her fingers and tightens Waltz's magic bindings. Waltz cries out in pain as he collapses to the floor. Waltz! Hildur, please stop this! Parfait approaches the glass wall and places a palm on top of it. Are you not growing tired of this, Hildur? The humans have already suffered so much for what they've done in the past. Is that still not enough? Humans are fickle creatures, and that is why they cannot be trusted. Nothing can change how I perceive them anymore, Faye. There is a shadow of sadness on Mother's face, but it's only momentary. I cherished the humans, even respected them. They destroyed my kind out of fear for some silly story. If it had not been for that human bard, it would never come to this. Hans already paid dearly for his mistakes when the witch murdered him. But he knew just as well as I that he was trying to mend his mistakes. Mother stops her feet on the floor with a scowl. Well, in case you're wondering, Hans is referring to Hans Grimm, one of the Grimm brothers. His death has changed nothing. Hildur. Silence, Faye. You'll never understand the feeling of being feared and hated. Mother turns to me again, her eyes cold. Now, are you ready to return what is rightfully mine, Lucette? I look at Parfait and Delora, then at Waltz. I cannot give her powers back to Mother, not when I know what she will do when she is the Tenebrarum bearer again. But I can't let her kill Waltz either. If these fools here had not changed you, I would have had no qualms about letting you remain the Tenebrarum bearer. I raised you to be the perfect queen. All that I did to prepare you for the crown. Mother knows best. Mother? That's it. If I can pretend that I'm on her side, then maybe I can buy enough time to save Waltz. Maybe Parfait will come up with an idea. I glance at Waltz. My heart aches when our gazes meet once again. Forgive me, Waltz, but this is the only plan that I have right now. I take a deep breath as I face Mother again. You're right. I should have listened to you. I want to go back to the way we were, Mother. What are you doing? Lucette! I ignore Waltz and Delora's voices and focus only on my mother. You've always been right, Mother. I remember the disdained looks that people gave me earlier. Even after I saved everyone, they still wished I would die. I was so scared. Yes, now you see. I only want to protect you from those cruel humans, my daughter. You kept me away from everyone. I was alone. I'm sorry, Mother. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, but you need to go back to sleep forever. Only then do do I realize that I'm crying. Not because I need her forgiveness, but because there is no helping her. The only way to help my mother is to make her disappear. She cannot be saved anymore. I just wanted to be loved and accepted. Mother stands up from the throne and slowly walks toward me, her arms spread. And in my arms you will always be. Lucette, the Martian accepted you for who you are. No, you were all forced to accept me because you knew what would happen if I stayed the way I was. You were afraid that I would end up like Mother. Lucette, you were right. I am like my mother. We're related by blood, after all. You're right, Lucette. You're sweet and perfect and wonderfully obedient, as any daughter ought to be. I was blinded by the Martian's lies once, but now I realize that no one loves me as you do, Mother. Lucette. The pain in Waltz's voice is unbearable, but I do not look at him. I do not flinch when my mother steps in front of me and wraps her arms around me. Gone is the warmth I thought I felt whenever she hugged me. Right now, Mother's embrace is as cold as ice. She's as cold as ice. Will you still accept me, Mother? Of course, Lucette. Mother pulls back. The smile on her face is bright and beautiful. This is how I remember her. Filled with love for me. I knew you would return to me. There's so many things I've planned for the two of us, but you need to prove yourself worthy of my love and trust once more. What? Mother's eyes gleam. Prove to me that you choose me, my darling. Mother turns around and gestures to Waltz. Kill the traitor. My heart sinks. This wasn't part of the plan. What should I do now? I know the one offensive spell, but I do not want to hurt Waltz. But you haven't perfected it yet, but what you can do is enough to hurt and paralyze your enemy for a short time. I can't pretend to cast a Waltz undirected at Mother. Waltz told me before that it is impossible to cast two shields at the same time. Mother already has one shield up, so she cannot cast another shield on herself unless she spells the first. With the two of us being so close, I'm likely to hurt myself as well. I close my eyes, mind set. It's not the time to worry about myself. I just have to hope this is the opening that's big enough to give everyone the opportunity that they need. For you, Mother, I'll do anything. I extend my hand and allow the energy to gather my fingertips. Impressive that you were able to learn this deadly and painful magic in such a short span of time. This will be a befitting end for the traitor. Lucette, don't! Parfait attempts to break down the glass wall separating us with the spell, but it only cracks the surface. By the time you destroy that wall, it'll be too late, Faye. You can't do this, Lucette! Dolores now joined the Parfait and trying to destroy the wall that Mother built. I ignore them and focus back on my spell until I feel the familiar current of energy pulsate in my arms. It's ready. Now say goodbye to that traitor. Goodbye. I hold out my hand to Mother just to release the energy. Mother. I do not give Mother any time to react. The electricity crackles in the air just as the spell makes contact with her body. Because we're so close to each other, I too feel the impact of the electricity as it trickles through me. I collapse on the ground, tears in my eyes. It hurts so much. Lucette! How could you do this, Lucette? I blink away my tears to see Mother lying on the floor opposite me, her face filled with rage as she looks at me. Out of the corner of my eyes, I notice that the glass wall has disappeared and Waltz is already on his way toward me. The bindings made of light are gone. Waltz lifts me up and moves to one of the corners of the room. The sensation of pain spreading throughout my body is like being prickled with hundreds of needles. Waltz tucks my hair back, his features creased with worry. Parfait walks where Mother is and casts a binding spell around her while Dolores rushes to my side. That was a dangerous stunt you pulled, Lucette. It was the only thing I could think of. I blink away tears as I feel another fit of pain. This is all I can manage. Lucette, hang in there. I look at Parfait with pleading eyes. Parfait, please end this. Please save Mother from herself. Parfait slowly stands and walks toward Mother. I was the only one who truly loved you, Lucette. You did this to me. Did you really think those fools cared about you as much as I did? No, you're wrong. I had people who loved me, but you took them away from me. I refuse to let you steal away any more of them. Parfait stretches her hand. Her whole body begins to emit a soft glow. I wish it didn't have to end this way, Hilda. You're making a big mistake protecting the humans who destroyed my kind, Faye. You're no different from those humans, Hilda. Violence does not beget more violence. I can feel the tears on my cheeks look at Mother's still form. Lucette, you don't have to see this. But I... Walt put his hand over my eyes, blinding me. You've already seen enough darkness. Damn! Woo! I feel an explosion of energy around me. A chilling current runs through the air, carrying Mother's scream to my ears. A soft energy begins to flow through my body. Mother's power from the Tenebrarum. Mother is gone. And Waltz draws his hand away, and I'm able to glance at where Mother was just moments ago. There's nothing but specks of silver dust. Parfait stands over the ashes, crying. I'm so sorry. Another shockwave of pain courses through my body. This time I feel it attack my consciousness. I feel myself fading away. Lucette! Let me sleep. Just for a little while. One day, you'll become a queen, my love. Just like Mother? Yes. Just like me. Will you be there when I become queen? Of course. I'll always be by your side. Forever? Forever. I love you, Mother. Dang! This is so sad! This is the one dream sequence that wasn't negative. I love you too, Lucette. Ah! I'll drink to that. Damn. It would be awesome if, like, they made a prequel before Hilda got so bad. Like, I would love to see Hilda before maybe she became Tenebrarum bearer. Anyway. When I open my eyes, the first thing I see is Waltz. He's leaning over me, anxiety clearly etched onto his face. Waltz? Thank goodness you're finally awake. I slowly inspect my surroundings only to realize that I'm back in my old room at the Marchen. I try to remember how I got here, but my memories are hazy. What happened? He passed out and been sleeping for 3 days. 3 days? I push myself up on the bed and wince. My body is unusually heavy. Waltz places his hands on my shoulders and gently eases me back onto the pillows. You're still weak. You need to rest more. I close my eyes and try to remember what happened. That's right. I was trying to save Waltz from Mother. Parfait and Delora came to save us, and then it was over. I open my eyes and stare at Waltz. Right? Waltz reaches for my hand, smiling as he gently squeezes it. Yes. My vision blurs as tears begin to sting my eyes. I hope Mother is in a better place now. A place where she doesn't have to suffer anymore. Waltz leans over and kisses my forehead. I'm sure she is. Waltz begins to fill me in on the details and everything that transpired after I passed out. Alcastor was officially declared dead. At first there was a commotion as the people considered what Mother would do now that she wore the crown. Their worries only stopped when they found out that the Mother was truly gone. First this looked up on account of being a possible danger to everyone. Everyone is waiting for a verdict from me to decide what to do with him. I fall asleep not long after Waltz's explanation. When I open my eyes again, I'm alone in my room. I shiver as I sit up, head foggy. I rub my hands over my arms in an attempt to blow away some of the cold. Something feels off. I slowly step out of the bed and begin to head for the door. Before I even lay my hand on the knob, the door opens on its own. Oh, you're finally awake. Parfait. I don't think you should be up and about right now. You should still be resting. Parfait leads me back to the bed. How are you feeling? I look at Parfait's face and realize how paper white her skin has become. The circles under her eyes are even darker than they were before. Tired, but I will be fine. But you do not look well at all. I will be fine. I want to talk to you today if you're feeling up to listening. What's this all about? I wanted you to apologize for forcing you to shoulder the heavy burden caused by our mistakes, both Hilder's and mine. Back then I did not have the heart to stop Hilder. If only I had defeated her back then, none of this would have happened. Parfait reaches out and cups my face into her hands. Your dedication and kindness saved us all, Lucette. The future will be brighter with you as Tenebris's bearer. But what if I can become corrupted by the darkness? What if... Parfait places a finger on my lips and smiles. No, you're different, Lucette. Unlike Hilda, you're surrounded by people who love you. Those people are filled with light. Light that will drive away whatever darkness invades your heart. That's why I know you'll be alright. Parfait smiles at me gently. Oh shoot! No! Oh my god, what's gonna happen to the Tenebrarum then? To the Lucis then? Oh my god, what? No! I didn't want her to die. No! Parfait smiles at me gently. It is a beautiful, shining smile. One that glows bright even as I begin to notice the rest of Parfait's body is fading. Parfait, your body is... Parfait's smile becomes melancholy. I thought I would start to disappear soon. My heart aches as I hold tight to Parfait's arm with shaking hands. What are you saying? Fairies and witches do not age physically and live longer, but that does not mean that we're perfectly immortal. The body can only take so much damage before it finally withers away. But you can't disappear! You said before you had no heir! Unless, can Lucette bear both of them? This is my big question. Here we go. It's because that's what I wanted everyone to believe. Don't worry, Lucette. When I'm gone, one of my relatives will take over responsibilities of the bearer. Tears well up in my eyes to stare at Parfait. I've already lost too many people, Parfait. I can't lose you too. We're going to work together to bring back the balance between the crystals. You still have so much to teach me. I'm sorry, Lucette. I would have loved to stay with you a bit longer, but my time here is up. Parfait continues to grow more translucent, even as my hands slip through her arms. I try to reach out for her again, but I can no longer touch her. Parfait! I've already said my farewells to everyone else earlier. You're the last and most important person I must say goodbye to. Thank you for putting everything to rest, Lucette. Parfait closes her eyes. Her lips still curl into a gentle smile, even as she begins to fade into pure light. Parfait, no! I reach out for her again. When I pull my hands back, they're covered in golden dust. The gentle dust floats in the air before me, where Parfait was moments ago. Be strong and be kind, Lucette. A few days after Parfait's passing, I went back to my training. My goal was to expel everyone's fairy tale curses once and for all. After more than a week of intensive training with Waltz and Delora, I'm able to completely dispel the fairy tale curse from the Crystalline Tenebrarum. Now the fairy tale curse is non-existent. It cannot be cast again in NGL. This is only one of the first steps I continue to dismantling all of damage Mother has done, but it is a step forward. And now, with that done, I feel that it is time to return to the palace. As the only blood heir to the throne, I have a responsibility to uphold and a promise to fulfill. Ophelia, Rod, and Emmeline returned to the palace a couple of days ago. Jurian and Garland went with them so they could act as security. Fritz has been pardoned and now resumes his duties at the palace, only he is no longer my personal knight. I opted to stay behind so I could stay with one last day with everyone in the tavern. Now, as I stand here in the tavern, I've realized how many friends I've made over the last few months. I never thought I'd be sad to part from all these people, but now that everything is back to normal, we have no reason to stay in the marching together day in and out. Anise, are you sure you don't want to try working in the palace again? You would make a wonderful royal chef. Thank you so much for the offer, princess, but as much as I love to cook, I think I prefer working more with medicine. I would like to stay under Chevalier so that I can one day become a doctor. I look at Rumple, Chevalier, as he flashes a smile at me. When his curse was dispelled, he remembered his real name, Chevalier. It had been difficult to get used to it. Not only that, but his personality has mellowed out somewhat. Take good care of Anise. But of course! And I hope the next time we meet, you will not try to flirt with me. Chevalier snorts and crosses his arms, but I see him in mischief as he smiles. I'll try my best, though. I make no promises. I roll my eyes at him and he responds with an easy laugh, too. I too am still laughing along with him. Ah, a laughing princess. What a sight for sore eyes. It definitely takes some getting used to. I scowl at him. Seeing you in men's clothing will take some getting used to as well. Well, try your best to fall for my handsome face. Right. So what are you planning to do? Carmel looks away and rubs the back of his neck. Well, I hope I'll go back to my kingdom and hope I don't find my name on a gravestone. Either way, I have a lot of explaining to do. Delora, where are you going now? Well, for starters, I plan on talking to all the good witches I know who are still in hiding. I'm sure they'll be happy to know they can finally come back to Angiel. They'll be even happier to know that we have a capable bearer. Bearer? My heart sinks as I remember Parfait. If she were still here, she'd be talking about how we both need to do our best to maintain the balance between the crystals. We'll ever fail at becoming a capable bearer? Impossible. Especially with Waltz by your side. Oh, but speaking of which, where is Waltz? All of us glance around the circle. He left so quietly, none of us had even realized. I'll go look for him. Let me guess, he is telling a story. Lucettes' story. I move first in the forest, feeling he might be there seeking some kind of quiet solace. Never mind. Sure enough, I find him staring up at the sky with his eyes full of melancholy. Waltz? Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. I said that correctly. Okay, just want to be sure. Hi there, little star. Are we leaving now? We will be leaving soon. You suddenly disappeared, so I came to look for you. Waltz's lips tuck into a smile with a tinge of sadness. Sorry. I just thought the sky was so clear today I had to come out and marvel at it. That's not a very convincing lie. Waltz looks up again, his smile slipping. Waltz, are you alright? Really alright? I'm a little sad. Sad? Hilda killed my family when I was still young. I've been yearning to be part of a family again ever since then. When we became friends so long ago, you were the closest thing to family that I had. When we were pulled apart, I met Lady Parfait and was seconded to the march in. Now that it's time to leave everyone, I realize how sad I am. I've lived here since I was first cursed. Everyone in the march has become my family. I move to stand beside him, then reach out to take his hand. His fingers weave their way through mine. I owe Lady Parfait so much. She gave me a family and reunited us. I owe her a lot too. Waltz turns to me and smiles. Sorry if I worried you. Shall we go back to the palace now? The palace? Not before you say your own goodbyes. I was planning on it, but I just had to compose myself out here first. Compose? It's hard to imagine Waltz in tears. Well then, we'll say our goodbyes again, and then you can open one of your portals. How about we walk to the palace? Not too much too soon, Waltz! I shrink back at the suggestion. You know how much the townspeople despise me? I know it's important to build a relationship with them before I become the new queen, but I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Waltz's smile was reassuring. Oh? But I have something important to show you in town. Something important? You'll see it when we get there. What? Waltz brings her hand to his lips and kisses my knuckles. I'll be by your side, little star, so there's something to fear. I stare at Waltz for a few moments before finally nodding my head. Okay. This track sounds new. It doesn't sound familiar at all. We turn to the march and temporarily say our final farewells. After that, Waltz and I walk into town in silence. I'm in awe as we enter the plaza. I notice immediately that something is different. There are lily decorations hanging all around the square and through the streets. I wonder why all these lilies are here. The people in the immediate vicinity turn to look at me, their conversation going silent as they notice me. It is as I thought. Of course they still fear me. Big sister! I turn at the sound of the voice and notice one of the little girls that played with once before running toward us. She almost makes it to us before a woman soon to be our mother pulls her back. I'm surprised when the mother hands her daughter a bouquet of lilies and whispers something to her before releasing her. The little girl nods before running up to me. I bend down so that we are eye level and I'm shocked when she suddenly throws her arms around my neck. Thank you, big sister! The girl pulls back and hands me the bouquet of lilies. My mama says thank you as well. I stare at her, still baffled, before glancing at her mother. The woman nods at me, then dips into a small bow. I take a bouquet from the girl and stand up. I can only stare on, still shocked as more townspeople approach me with lilies in their hands. Waltz, what's going on? This is what I wanted to show you. Huh? The townspeople have been planning this for days. They asked me to make sure you passed through town this day so that they could give you their message. Message? I turn back to the people gathered around me and notice that they are still holding the flowers with bright smiles on their faces. The silence is gone, replaced by excited chattering and bright laughter. On the count of 3! He starts counting, and at the end of this countdown, the townspeople threw the flowers up in the air. The delicate petals flower down on Waltz and I, showering us with gentle color. Then all at once, they begin to say the same phrase, their voices mingling to create the most harmonious and overwhelming greeting that I've ever received. Thank you! You risked your life to save us all despite how we treated you. We misjudged you, Your Highness. Please forgive us. We knew we had to give you a great thank you for all you've done for us. We planned this. So the lily decorations? That was a celebration of you, the soon-to-be queen. I feel tears gathering in my eyes and I quickly wipe them away with the back of my hand. But there's nothing to apologize for. I was the one at fault. We judged you harshly and we had no right to. The past doesn't matter anymore. We all decided to change for the better. From now on, you have our full cooperation. Just as we helped the previous king, so too shall we help you, Your Highness. Everyone, thank you. I'll do my best to continue the reign of peace my father started. People's eyes are filled with hope as they hand over lily bouquets. My hands are quickly filled, and Waltz ends up having to take the majority of them. We proceed toward the palace, the crowd cheering behind us. It's been 2 months since I returned to the palace. Since then, I've been working non-stop so I can barely familiarize myself with running a kingdom. I've been studying day and night, trying to broaden my knowledge of the kingdom. I've had help from many people, and I've come a long way. Today, I was officially crowned the new Queen of Angiel. My determination has only grown since then. I've been trying to take my responsibilities as seriously as I possibly can. And for the time being, I have space to breathe. A dinner celebration has been planned for tonight, and I'm on my way to my room to prepare. Everyone will be there. I cannot wait to see them again. And she looks gorgeous in that dress. Oh my gosh. Who's that? I turn to see Emily running toward me. I notice that Rod is trailing behind her. What's the matter? You seem to be in a hurry. What's the matter? The party's not in a few hours and you're still not dressed. This really isn't so dire a circumstance. It's been months, but it's so strange to hear Rod's voice actually coming from his own mouth. Please calm down, Emmeline. Even though Rod has his voice back, he still keeps siding with him. The stuffed rabbit sometimes throws in little comments here and there. But it is! This event is very important. It would not take me 2 hours to prepare, Emmeline. But it might. You're the queen now, and you must look regal tonight. I raise an eyebrow at her. 2 hours is a little excessive, and I'm not planning to do anything overly special tonight. But don't you want to at least look pretty for Waltz? What are you talking about? Mother and I want to make you shine so bright Waltz won't be able to take his eyes off of you. Emmeline. I won't take no for an answer this time. She turns to Rod with a mischievous grin. We'll be done soon. I'll see you later, Rod. Without waiting for my reply, Emmeline grabs my hands and pulls me into my room. And with that, I am done. I can't believe it took so long just to put on makeup. You and me both, Lucette. You and me both. I did not think making myself up like this would be enjoyable, but doing this with Ophelia and Emmeline was fun. You look so beautiful, Lucette. You really do look like the part of Queen. Isn't this too much? Not at all. You take pride in doing yourself up like this sometimes. You have a lovely face, Lucette. If you insist. Now that we've helped you, we need to help ourselves. The celebration is just around the corner. We'll see you later, dear. Ophelia? Em? They both stop right in front of the door. Thank you. For everything. Of course. This is what families do, Lucette. The two smile at me one last time before they exit the room. I stand up and head for the balcony. The cool air is refreshing on my skin. Father, if you had also been here, this night would have been perfect. Lucette? Come in. I've come to let you know that everyone's arrived early. Waltz comes to an abrupt stop when he sees me. He openly stares at me, while slightly open in awe. My face warms up. What? Waltz turns his face away, his face deep red. You look beautiful tonight. Thank you. I turn to smile forward to Waltz's lips as he approaches. He stops in front of me, gently tracing my cheek with one of his fingers. His touch leaves me a trail of warmth on my cool skin. My star is shining brighter tonight. Waltz holds out his hand. May I have this dance, my lady? I cannot help but giggle as I place my hand in his. Before the dance even starts, Waltz has suddenly wrapped an arm around my waist. He tilts me downward with a smile. Oh, she looks gorgeous in that dress. Whoa! Waltz! Waltz draws closer to me, his lips pulling into a mysterious smile. I'm saving the photo with that. Oh my god. I'm lucky to be the first man to see you tonight, but I don't like the idea of other men seeing you as you are. I'm going to be awfully jealous. I give me a teasing smile. Are you worried that someone will take me away from you? Not really. Should I be? You know my feelings for you will never change. You know that I will always love you, no matter what. The two of us are frozen in time, I feel like I'd stand here looking into Waltz's eyes like this forever. I love you, Lucette. I love you too, Waltz. And we got the good end! Yes! After 2 years, 2 long years of hard work, we finally did it, people. We finally did it. I should like cover the theme song at some point for this game. But yeah. We finally got the good end. We did it. We got everything done. Excuse me. But yeah, we got everything done. Finally. Let's just go ahead and enjoy this last ending. I'm just going to mute this and then we're just going to enjoy this. And with that, our story is ended. Once upon a time, it's far away. She's known as the Ice Princess, named for featured heart, and Princess trying to help her. She's going to go to the world and she locked herself in her castle. Then one day, the Ice Princess became the victim of the infamous fairy tale curse and was forced to go from riches to rags. As Princess comes to terms with the new life, she met a very special man. The two endured much strife, helping each other overcome various ordeals. In the end, they emerged victorious. The special man thawed the princess' ice-cold heart and dried her dampened spirits. The two vowed to love each other for the rest of time. They lived happily ever after. What happens after happily ever after? Are you ready to go, Lucette? I'm coming! Sorry for keeping you waiting. Now, shall we go? And on that note, our story has ended for now. Let us go in peace to love and serve the Otome gods. But yeah, we are officially done. Part 2, aka Evermore, is coming out November 27th, November 20th for those who decide to go for early access. But yes, we have achieved all the happy endings. Evening Star, Happily Ever After, which covers all of the good endings. And finally, the last achievement, playing a level without a walkthrough. So I've done every single achievement in this game that it has to offer. But yeah, after 2 years, I'm finally done with Cinderella Phenomenon. I've been looking forward to this. But yeah, Daisuke, they really know how to write games, so I'm looking forward to seeing how Evermore is going to turn out. The wait will be worth it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel like the wait's going to be worth it. But anyway, I am going to end it here. This is like 2 hours of struggle between internet cutting off, heat, and my voice wearing out. But hey, we did it. We finished all 5 routes. All 5. I wish there was a 6th one where you could like go solo. But you know what? It's an ultimate. Of course. Actually, that would make an interesting game. Like, you don't ship yourself with anybody. What happens? But anyway, I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for following this playthrough for all this time. This was a lot of fun, and it was a lot of work, but it was so worth it. If you want to check out my previous parts, feel free to do that. I'm going to, like, at some point, I got to tidy up my playlists, because I know I added more parts. So I'm going to type my ultimate playlists in case you want to watch all the other parts to it, because there's a lot that's going on. So now that I'm done with Cinderella Phenomenon, I'm going to decide what's going to come next. But we are done with Cinderella Phenomenon, which I'm proud to say I finally did it. So I've got a couple of offers that I've got for my Fiverr shop. First, there's the code Blackout, which is basically good for a while, which if you purchase a reading from me, it'll be you'll get a supplemental archetype depending on what reading you decide to get from me. It is Blackout, you'll get a Sailor Moon character or cloud card for spiritual listings, and a goddess or an angel for nerdy listings. If you use Isagi or name any Sailor Moon character, subs preferred, but dubs is also acceptable. I'll make a super special reading just for you, and it's only good until It's always only good until Tuesday. So if you don't put in the code before Tuesday, that's it. You also can get one if you donate it on Coffee, and 1/3 of the proceeds will go towards various charities. And finally, the Renaissance Fair, barring any, if things improve anytime soon, that is my next destination in terms of my nerdy self. So, I'm also trying to see if I can get to Vegas for the Star Trek convention, especially the fact that it is Voyager's 25th anniversary, I think. And they're putting it in the new Caesars Palace Convention Center. So I'm hoping I'm able to go to Vegas again. I am going to go to Vegas again just in April, but I'm hoping if I can like go a little sooner, like in December. That's when the Las Vegas convention is being moved to. But yeah, until then, take it easy. Remember that love is around you. And, of course, may your heart be your guiding key. All hail Queen Lucette. Take care, everybody. Bye.